Have you ever felt like you're studying for hours, but the information just isn't sticking? Imagine if you could achieve more by studying less, focusing only on what truly matters. What if there was a way to streamline your study sessions so you could master your subjects without the stress and burnout? In today's video, we're diving deep into the study techniques of Ayanokoji Kiyotaka from Classroom of the Elite, a character who embodies efficiency in learning. Ayanokoji's methods aren't just about working hard, they're about working smart. By the end of this video, you'll have a blueprint for transforming your study routine, allowing you to learn efficiently, effectively, and with confidence. Let's get started. Chapter 1. Quality over quantity. Ayanokoji's first principle is a focus on quality over quantity. He understands that not all study time is created equal. Rather than spending countless hours going through material, he zeroes in on what's essential. In your studies, it's crucial to prioritize understanding over memorization. Start by identifying the core concepts that serve as the foundation of the subject. For example, if you're studying biology, focus on key concepts like cell structure, metabolism, and genetic principles. Once these are clear, the more complex topics will become easier to grasp. To apply this, use concept mapping. Create a visual representation of the material, showing how key concepts connect with each other. This helps you see the big picture and understand how details fit within a broader framework. Focused reading. Instead of reading every chapter of a textbook, identify the sections that cover the most critical content. Skim through the rest to understand the context, but spend most of your time deeply engaging with the most important material. Study. Tip. After identifying the key concepts, test your understanding by explaining them in your own words or teaching them to someone else. This active recall strengthens your grasp of the material and highlights any areas that need further review. Chapter 2. Strategic Study Sessions. Ayanokoji's study sessions are characterized by their strategic nature. He doesn't believe in cramming or pulling all-nighters. Instead, he structures his study time in a way that maximizes focus and retention. One of the best ways to study like Ayanokoji is to adopt the Pomodoro technique. This involves breaking your study time into intervals, typically 25 minutes of focused work, followed by a 5-minute break. These short bursts of intense focus help you stay engaged and prevent burnout. To apply this, segment your study material. Break down what you need to study into smaller chunks that can be covered in a single session. For example, if you're studying history, one session could focus on a specific event or time period rather than trying to cover everything at once. Active learning. During each session, engage with the material actively. This could involve solving problems, making notes, or discussing the topic with a study partner. The goal is to keep your brain actively processing the information rather than passively consuming it. Study. Tip. Use your breaks to refresh your mind. Stretch, grab a healthy snack, or take a short walk. Avoid activities that can be distracting or hard to pull away from, like social media or video games. Chapter 3. The Power of Reflection. Ayanokoji is not just about absorbing information. He's about reflecting on what he's learned to gain a deeper understanding. Reflection is a powerful tool that allows you to connect new information with what you already know, ensuring it sticks in your long-term memory. Incorporating reflection into your study routine means regularly taking time to think critically about the material. This doesn't mean just reviewing your notes. It's about actively engaging with the content, questioning it, and considering its broader implications. To apply this, end-of-session reviews. After each study session, spend a few minutes summarizing what you've learned. Ask yourself questions like, what were the key points? How does this information connect to what I already know? And how can I apply this knowledge? Weekly reflections. At the end of each week, review everything you've studied. Reflect on your progress, identify areas where you're still unsure, and adjust your study plan accordingly. This ongoing reflection helps reinforce the material and ensures continuous improvement. Study tip. Keep a study journal where you write down your reflections. This not only helps consolidate your learning, but also serves as a valuable resource when it's time to review for exams. Chapter 4. Minimalist Approach to Resources. One of Ayanokoji's most effective strategies is his minimalist approach to resources. He doesn't overwhelm himself with endless textbooks, study guides, or online courses. Instead, he carefully selects a few key resources that provide the most value and sticks to them. In your studies, this means being selective about the materials you use. More resources don't necessarily mean better learning. It's better to fully engage with a few high-quality resources than to spread yourself thin across too many. To apply this, identify core materials. Choose 1 or 2 primary resources for each subject, such as a well-reviewed textbook or a comprehensive online course. Supplement these with practice questions or past exams, but avoid the temptation to jump from one resource to another. Deep dive. Focus on thoroughly understanding the material in your chosen resources. Don't just skim the surface. Take the time to explore each concept fully. This depth of understanding is what will set you apart in exams and real-world applications. Study tip. When selecting resources, consider your learning style. If you're a visual learner, look for resources with diagrams and videos. If you prefer reading, find well-structured texts that explain concepts clearly. Chapter 5. Maintaining Consistency and Balance. Ayanokoji's approach is also about consistency. He understands that studying isn't just about cramming before an exam, but involves regular, consistent effort. However, he also balances this with other aspects of his life, ensuring that he remains well-rounded and avoids burnout. To apply this in your studies, create a study schedule that you can stick to consistently. Instead of marathon sessions the night before an exam, aim for regular study periods throughout the week. This consistent effort is more effective for long-term retention and reduces the stress of last-minute cramming. To apply this, daily study routine. Dedicate a specific time each day to studying. This helps create a habit and makes it easier to stay on track. Even if you only study for an hour a day, this consistency adds up over time. Balance and breaks. Don't forget to balance your studies with other activities that keep you healthy and happy. Exercise, socializing, and hobbies are all important for maintaining your mental and physical well-being. Study tip. If you find it hard to stick to a schedule, try studying at the same time every day. Your brain will start to recognize this as study time, making it easier to get into the right mindset. Ayanokoji's study techniques are all about maximizing efficiency and effectiveness. By focusing on quality over quantity, structuring your study sessions strategically, reflecting deeply on what you've learned, adopting a minimalist approach to resources, and maintaining consistency and balance, you can transform your study routine. Start implementing these techniques today and watch how they improve your learning outcomes. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Growth Void for more strategies inspired by the sharpest minds in anime.